I've been preparing for a busy January transfer window. Instead, it's been really quiet. There's still a couple of days left, which means last-minute deals could always crop up. And we've made a couple of moves, but we haven't sold anybody of consequence. We haven't bought anybody of consequence either. I mean, we brought in a couple backups, and I'll show you that here in a minute. So today, just a short January transfer window recap, and then 2 games. One against PSG, which if we win, will help us secure first place in Ligue 1. Then our French Cup 10th round match. I'd like to try and go a little bit farther there this year. My name's FM19, and this is the Return of Gloria. That's Bastia, episode 125. Switch over to the right side here because I switched skins yet again. So, where were we? Last time we played was Porto. Okay. Yep. We were away at Rennes and we drew 3-3. This was an interesting game. Didn't start exactly an entire squad of first-teamers. It was still a strong squad, and we really should have done better. It literally took a Bastia and Pichon goal in the 93rd minute for us to claw the drawback, and it was... I really thought we lost it. He turned it on at the end, and words are hard to explain why. Rennes was 15th in the league at the time. There's no reason we shouldn't have done better against them. That said, at the same time, Monaco and PSG didn't do well that week either, so we're still ahead of both of them. We got our revenge against Nancy the next week, and we shut them out 5-0 thanks to goals by Pichon. Bastien had a hat trick. Hawk had a goal. Lens, we beat 4-0 thanks to a brace of goals by Hussein. Farias had a goal. Sargent had a goal in the 95th minute. Against Metz, they gave us a tough game. But it was, we squeaked the win to a 2-1 thanks to a goal by Kern and Farias. Then we played OGC Nice in the French Cup 9th round. We absolutely thumped them 5-1. Kaplan had a hat trick's worth of goals. Bueno Prieto had an own goal for OGC Nice. And then Pichon had a goal late in the game. We played Monaco in our Coup de League quarterfinal, and we won in extra time. Sargent had an 82nd minute goal, and then 2 of their 5 free kick takers missed. So we got lucky there. And then we played Nimes, and this was frustrating. Let me go here real quick. Yeah, Rennes is 18th, Nimes is 17th. So 2 of the teams we drew to this year are both lower table teams. This game, I thought we had in hand. Valencia had a goal, Mercurio had a goal, Barrero had a brace of goals. He's really come on the second half to the point where I'm actually starting him ahead of Orlowski now. And then... they came back the second half. They were a lot stronger in the second half. I mean, we traded goals back and forth in the first half. They were a lot stronger in the second half. Just Dennis, we're going to just call him Dennis because there's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce that last name, had a goal in the 70th minute to put him ahead. Barrero scored in the 88th minute to claw the drawback. It was a good strike. He rightly got player of the match. And we were better than Nimes. It just, the stats say we were better. Our performance on the field says we were better. Nimes wasn't all that aggressive. The second half, I mean, they were, in terms of, they challenged us further up the field. They engaged us further up the field. They only had 4 shots the second half, one of which was the Dennis goal. Again, this was one of those games we should have won. That we didn't win it is really kind of annoying. We then had back-to-back games against Marseille. The first one in Ligue 1, we won 3-2 thanks to a goal by DJ in the 3rd minute, Pichon in the 63rd minute, and Kaplan in the 84th minute. And then 4 days later, we played them again in the Coup de League semifinal. Barrero had a goal, Kaplan a penalty kick goal, and Rashidi a goal in the 84th minute. And so that sets us up today for PSG in Ligue 1 and Marseille again in the French Cup 10th round. So we're playing Marseille 3 times in 10 days, 11 days. They're probably getting tired of seeing us as we're getting tired of seeing them. In the Champions League first knockout round, we are playing Roma, which I think this should be it. It should be a good match. Roma's got a good team. Oh, we're playing Nantes in the Coup de League final as well. So let me pull up Roma here real quick. Sergio Usal. Yeah, that's not a bad winger. Or a striker. They're playing him on the left. You know what? I need to get a scout report. We've been pretty healthy so far. Gerard's coming back from the torn hamstring. The one injury that really does kind of frustrate me is Tay Mohammed tore his knee ligaments while on loan at AS Saint-Étienne. So he's out for the rest of the season. Yeah, he was having a really solid season there. He could be a defensive center back of the future here at Bastia if the save were to continue beyond this year. Transfer wise, a couple of odd things. Tomasi, Tottenham came after Rashidi and Tomasi. Rashidi wanted to go, but they were only offering 48 million euros for him, going to like 56 with international appearances. And Rashidi said he was interested, but I said, no, I'm not interested in selling you, and he hasn't complained. They then made an offer for Tomasi, and he was just not interested in going. So I felt really comfortable saying, no. Let me scroll down over here. On the outs, Milikov went to Real Hispalis, and he has a $7.75 million €7.75 million option to go there at the end of the season should they pick him up. Sheikh Faye wanted more first-team playing time. Braga picked him up. Lias Makrani, who's a youth player, who's actually not that bad. He's also not that good, but he's middle of the table, I guess I would call it. He's a decent prospect at winger. He could grow into a backup. I don't think he'll ever see first-team playing time here, but he's not developing that much on the reserve squad. He's got 3-star potential. You really can't see it on this skin, the OPC Elite skin, but this 3rd star here is a little bit darker than the other stars. So, I guess you can. I'm looking over here at OBS. So those 2 are a lighter gray. That's a darker gray, and you got your 2 yellow ones. He's got 3-star potential, so he could definitely turn into something. I don't know, he'd never be a full-time starter here, but that doesn't mean he can't contribute at another place. The only person we have brought in is Marvin Bruce. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Defensive right back, here for depth purposes, 29 years old, 2-star current ability, 2-star potential ability. Okay physically, pretty solid mentally. Technically, he's okay where it counts, and I'm okay with that. He's here as a backup, and he knows he's here as a backup. I needed some depth behind Flores. I got a couple guys who can play defensive right back, Kern being one of them, but I wanted someone who was familiar with playing defensive right back. So he will get probably a start in the French Cup game, and maybe the Coup de Ligue just to kind of save Flores. And that was our transfer window. No one's made an offer for Hussein. A couple offers came in for Rashidi. Pichon has come up on my screen flow as being wanted by several teams, but no one's made an offer for him. You know, it was odd. I was prepared for a long, drawn-out transfer window, and I didn't get it. Part of me says I should be upset by that, but the other part of me is really, really happy. So today, let me go here. Today we're playing PSG, and they are currently 6 points behind us. So if we draw or win against them, we'll be doing ourselves a very good favor. If we lose, it's just we're bringing ourselves closer to Nantes, Monaco, and PSG. And these 4 teams are going to be fighting it out for the top 4 spots. And frankly, if any one of us could finish 1st through 4th, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Thus far, Hussein leads us with 30 goals and a 7.83 rating, 11 assists in 22 games. Luca Mercurio, 88, those are League 1 games. We probably played about 30 games overall, actually. Luca Mercurio, 88% pass completion rating. Kaplan, 11 players of the match award. Flores, 10 yellow cards. Our 63rd goals are first in the league. Our 28th goals are 9th best. Our 54 yellow cards, rather, are first in the league. And our attendance is topped out. We're mid-table, and I'm pretty happy with that. So, all that said, I'm going to check my best 11, set my reserves, and we're going to come back for a League 1 match against PSG in just a bit. And this is the team we're playing today. Kazan in goal, Robert, Valencia, Beinlich, and Kern as the defensive back four, Rashidi and Orlowski as the midfielders, Gerardo and Farias as the attacking midfielders, Hussein and Pichon up top as the strikers. I screwed up. I wanted Bruce in, and I wasn't paying attention, and I clicked submit team, and it took me to the assign a number thing for Imberdorf. And when I went back to try and remove him, because I already clicked start, it wouldn't let me remove and put Bruce in. So I've got a keeper on the bench. Hopefully that's a good thing. And I won't need him. Robert on the throw-in. Maya steps in front of Gerardo, but it goes right back to Robert. Being hounded by two PSG players. Over to Valencia. Across the field to Beinlich. Out to Kern, who holds it up. Over to Farias. Long cross in, Kaplan's there, and he scores. Wow. It's like he stepped right in front of the number 2 and just took the ball away. Kilic on the throw-in. Gets it back over to Shu. Back over to Kilic. Crosses it in. Vukanovic's there. Kazan with a nice stop, and Robert kicks it away. Valencia. Out to Robert. Oh, loses it. Morelli takes it from him. Oh, blows by Valencia. Centers it. Orlowski knocks it away. Maya recovers. To Shu. Over to Zabrowski. Top of the box. Over to Morelli. Takes the shot. Kazan got a hand on it, but it went far post. Robert on the throw-in. Morelli steps in front of Kaplan. It's twice he's done that now. Drives forward, and he's fouled. That's his second. When did he get the first yellow? We're 28 minutes into the game. When did he get the first yellow? Son of a gun. I need the defense. So we're going to be Pichon off and bring on Barrero and move Barrero back to the box-to-box midfielder. What the hell happened there? Let me go back to balanced here. Shu. Out to Maya. Back to Shu. Crosses it in. Pereira to Cesar. Top of the box. Back out to Pereira. Crosses it in. Kern knocks it away, but Zabrowski's right there. Back and forth. Morelli puts it far post. Kazan had no chance to stop that. He got double yellowed in 5 minutes. Zabrowski. Over to the Plume. Back to Zabrowski. Knocked around. Shu gets it outside the box. Crosses in. Off the post. Zabrowski follows up off the post again. Kazan. Long kick. Goes right to Kilic. Nice first touch. Back to Bianchi. Out to Bedoya. Up to Shu. Over to Maya. To Cesar. To Shu. To Bedoya. All the way back to Bianchi. Over to Pereira. To Morelli. Long cross over to Zabrowski on the left. Drives forward, cuts back inside. Vukamanovic. Soft shot, wide left. Could have been a lot worse. Kazan with a goal kick. Sends it towards Farias, who heads it forward, but no one is there for Bastia. Bedoya runs down. Sends it up to Shu. Back to Maya. Up to Shu. Cuts left. He's being shouted by two guys. I don't know that that's a good thing. Over to Cesar in the center. Out to Morelli on the right. He's going to cross it in. Vukamovic's there, and they're up 3-1. "14 shots, 6 on target for PSG with the 2 woodwork hits and 2 quick-cut chances, and a huge possession advantage." Oh, Rashidi getting sent off has really left us some large. Robert's not having the best game, so we're going to Beinlich over and bring on Hawk. Coming up on 60 minutes, we're not going to make any changes here. I'm going to go to positive, see what happens there. At this point, I'm just trying to limit the damage. Valencia. Cesar gets it. Over to Morelli. Up to Shu. Out in the wing to Pereira. Cuts inside. Hawk gets in front of him. Forces a shot to go wide left. That was well done. Pereira on the throw to Dos Santos. Back to Pereira. Kern knocks away but goes right to Shu at the top of the box. Out to Kilic. Back to Shu. Over to Dos Santos. Back to Shu. To Dos Santos. All the way back to Bedoya. Up to Shu. Over to Dos Santos. Kaplan intercepts. Out to Farias. Can we get one back? Farias tries crossing it in. Bounces it off a PSG player. And Dos Santos gets it. Zabrowski. Over to Morelli. Takes the shot high and left. Dodged it there. Tried doing too much. Shu on the corner kick. Valencia knocks it away, but Zabrowski's going to run it down. Out to Vukamanovic. Over to Kilic. Up to Dos Santos. To Cesar. Back to Plume. Out to Bedoya on the right. He holds it up. Long cross in, but Hawk steps in front of it. Orlowski with the ball up to Kaplan. Well, it's 1v5. Precarious tries crossing it in, misses. Kaplan goes right to Plume, who sends it out. Zabrowski has it now, driving right. Back to Cesar. Up into space. Zabrowski has it. Kazan, a nice block. Well done. Shoot, corner kick in. Kazan catches that. Kern's not having the best game of his career either. Jeez. We picked a really bad game to have an off game on. Kazan, goal kick up towards Farias, but I don't know what that was. Zabrowski has the ball. Out to Morelli. Back to Barkoki, and they score a fourth. Maybe I should have let Rashidi go to top. End of the game coming up here. Plume to Barkoki. Order dos Santos. Out to Pereira. Morelli in the box. Dispossessed, but that is the game. Gee, my Christmas. Okay, boys, here comes the bollocking. Hey, Fabian Hawk, listen attentively. And we got Marseille in 3 days. I am totally not doing the press conference. We will send the assistant to that. Rashidi, say goodbye to 2 weeks' salary. Kaplan's a great captain, too. Every time I've had a problem with the player, I've gotten him to talk to them, and they've been like, yeah, we're fine. So DJ did get a new contract. He's now making 9,500 euros a week, which for a player of his quality is really, really good for us. Man, we have players fouling out at the most inopportune times, it seems. And they're 3 points behind us now, with a better goal differential. That is just... Monaco Nantes is 5 points behind us now. Jeez. Okay, well, we are going to save this. And we'll be back for our French Cup game against Marseille in just a bit. Just a slightly rotated side for today's game. DeLonge is in goal. Robert, Beinlich, Kern, and Flores are the defensive back four. Orlowski and Tomasi are the midfielders. Gerardo and DJ are the attacking midfielders. Sargent and Farias are up top as the strikers. I could have started Kaplan. I could have started Barrero. I mean, they're both mostly healthy. I mean, Kaplan's at 92%, Barrero's at 95%. But they've also both been getting a lot tired lately, and they both came back from the international break needing a rest. So, we're playing a pretty good Marseille team, but I think we'll be okay. I'm too busy trying to fix the window here. Why is that not grabbing? Unai gets behind the defense and dinks DeLonge for the goal. Son of a gun. And I'm still fiddling with this window. Robert up to Orlowski. Over to Gerardo. Drives forward, taps over to Sargent. He cuts inside. Out to Orlowski. Over to Robert. Crosses it, and Farias is there, but right at Ramirez. It was a good effort. Flores with the ball. Up into space. Farias got behind the defense. Oh! Tried taking the shot, but he bounced it off a Marseille player. Who's the number 4? Tomasi with a corner kick in. Kern knocked out. Holzinger sends it up, but Orlowski's going to run that down. Out to Flores. And the highlight ends. Conte's there, number 4. Unai just picked up a knock. Now, halftime, we have more shots. We have more on target, but we don't have anything to show for it, really. More clear-cut chances than them, more half chances, 3 long shots. Possessions equal for all intents and purposes. 60 minutes in, and Robert to Gerardo. Sends it in. DJ's there, but right at Ramirez. Sends it forward to nobody in particular. Kern up to Beinlich. Now Vester has it from Marseille now. Over to Sorrell. Over to Salgado. Got behind the defenders. Takes the shot right at DeLonge. Orlowski. Over to Tomasi. Back to Orlowski. Up to Gerardo. Taps it over to Robert. Oh, he bounces it off a Marseille player. Got lucky and went right to Orlowski. His pass, however. Oh, guys, we're just Vester up to Munair. Cuts right. Crosses it in. Serrao's there, but he's too late. Crossed in. Kern knocks it down. DJ knocks it forward. Vester's going to run down the loose ball. Gets it over to Hansen. Out towards Holzinger. Gerardo knocks it down for Robert, who drives forward. He's got help on the left. Instead, he goes to center of the space. Farias takes the shot and he buries it past Ramirez. That was very Kaplan-esque. We are going to make a couple of changes here. We're going to get Flores off and bring on Bruce. We're going to get Orlowski off and bring on Mercurio. Now, George decided he needed to eat and drink, so it's been a couple minutes. Anyhow, we're going to bring Sargent off. He's not having the best game. And we're going to bring on Kaplan. See if Hussein can't do something for us the last 10 minutes. Bruce. Centers it, Mercurio. Over to DJ. Oh, tried sliding it in, but went right to Comte. Kern has the ball now. Over to Tomasi. Up towards Bruce. Crosses it in. Comte knocks it away. Farias in the box. Oh, wow, he got it back. Takes the shot and he curls it wide left. That was an excellent effort by Luis Farias. Bruce, is he fouled? He is. Vester's off. It might help us with extra time. I can't remember if we go directly to kicks or not. We should go to extra time. So, in other news, my daughter plays the viola. You might hear her in the background every once in a while. My son's decided he likes to play bass, and not bass guitar, string bass. So, if you hear a deep rumbling noise in the background, that's probably him. And Nilsson scores off the corner kick. DeLonge came to me and said he wanted more playing time. I said, I'll start you in the cup games. He said, great. And he's turning in this sort of performance. Start the extra time here. We'll go to the very attacking Gerardo. Cuts inside. Out to DJ. Crosses it in. Gets knocked out of bounds. Be a throw-in for us. Marseille still has Yoel Ramirez. Farias. Long cross to Robert on the other side of the field. He tries crossing it in. Bounces off a Marseille player. Dispossessed by Hansen. Too many of my guys making late crosses like that. Who do I take off here? Take off Beinlich, bring on Hawk. Yeah, the other guys are all below 60%, but I'd rather have the guy... Oh, he got fouled in the box. Come on, Kaplan. Oh, nice. I didn't realize he'd been fouled in the box. We're going to go to penalty kicks. Son of a gun. Come on, DeLonge. No. Munayi straight down the middle. DeLonge went left. Kaplan. Yes. He missed another penalty kick in the World Club Championships this year. Comte. Oh, DeLonge with a very nice save. Tomasi. Nice. Ramirez guessed right, but he was late. Hansen for Marseille. And DeLonge went right. Hansen went left. Ramirez with Farias in front of him. Nice job, Luis. Serrao. Oh, again. DeLonge went right, they went left. Gerardo. Oh, puts it past Ramirez. And they're going to do the long, slow walk here. Bruni needs to score if they want a chance. And DeLonge redeems himself. Well done. Holy What on earth, guys? That was just simply not good enough. We're in the French Cup 10th round. 147,000 euros. Robert performed well. So the assistant at the press conference here. We'll look at the schedule. We've got Roma coming up in 2 games, but you know what? I think we're going to skip that first game, and we're going to come back for a French Cup 11th round game, whoever that happens to be. As a matter of fact, we might be able to look that up. Not exactly. The rest of the team still have to play. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. We're going to come back for a French Cup 11th round game in our Champions League first knockout match against Roma. And then it'll be Nantes and probably Lyon in April, depending on when the next Champions League match comes in. Let me see something here. Yeah, because quarterfinal leg, should we get there, will be first week of April. And that would be Coup de Ligue. So, yeah, that's the plan. We're going to come back for the French Cup 11th round match and our deciding match at Roma, probably. And then Nantes. And should we beat Roma? Champions League. So, God. That loss against PSG was horrible, horrible, horrible. And our performance against Marseille was just as bad. We got so lucky to scratch that out. Rashidi is... I don't know what the French word for doghouse is. I need to find out. Because he is definitely in it. But yeah, we scraped by. And sometimes that's all you can ask for. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM19, and you've been watching Ritornu with Bastia, episode 125.